Hey guys, this is John from Mobile Joomla. So we are going to go to part 3 for Mobile Joomla applying CSS. So let's get started. So let's go to our local site. I installed a social buttons here, and we are going to make sure that it shows also on our Joomla site. You see the Facebook button, the Twitter, Google Plus, and YouTube. So let's make sure it also exists in our Joomla site. So I installed it on my footer. There you go. So it's not really that good looking because it's not centered. So that's our job right now, is to make sure it's going to be centered using a CSS codes or applying CSS to our mobile Joomla template. So let's make sure we are using a correct template by going to our admin backend components mobile Joomla. So we are using mobile basic template. So let's go ahead and find that template, mobile Joomla basic. That's the folder, and go to CSS. This is the file that we are going to edit later, the custom.css. So let's go ahead and go back to our site, our local mobile view site. Let's so for part 1, we are going to part 1 number 1 is to find the correct element or div using Chrome Dev Tool, inspect element. Right now I'm using Chrome, so let's go back and let me show you how it's done. So this is Chrome, right? So go ahead and right click, go ahead and click inspect element. As you can see, there is a button here, mobile, where you can just click it, deactivate, and then click it again for you to activate. And then you can also find another view here. I always prefer this view for mobile troubleshooting for CSS, or you can also go to this one, but it's not really that good if you're using a mobile view. So go back to the dock to right view, and then you can select any mobile view that you want. So let's go ahead and select icon 4. So scroll down. Right now we are trying to find the correct element or division for this social media buttons. So let's go ahead and right click one of the elements, or let's go ahead and click inspect elements and find the correct division that should fit for your CSS codes. So I am going to use this one that I believe that this should take effect for my CSS codes. Let's make sure if it's working. So you go ahead and right click and copy, right? And then you can click the plus sign here for you to test. Right now we are on the number 2, test the correct CSS. Let's make sure if it's working. So click the plus sign, and then it should automatically paste the division or the correct elements for it. And then you can test to make sure if you are using or if you are applying the correct division or elements for that CSS. Let's make sure. Let's go ahead and type how about border. Yeah, just hold on one sec. Let's make sure it works. There, looks like it's working, right? So our goal here is done. The goal was to make sure we have the correct division and its correct elements or class or ID. So this should be the ID, JE social icons, and its division. So let's go ahead and copy this part. And remember, we went to our Joomla folder template. So let's go ahead and open the custom.css. So basically I already entered the CSS codes, but I just put a comments to make sure that it will not work on our previous or earlier test. So let's go ahead and uncomment this, or you can just go ahead and paste this, and then remember we type border border 1px solid in red. Let's go ahead and save, and then go back to our Joomla site or mobile Joomla site and refresh. Scroll down, and there you go. Right? So let's make sure that it should be centered and it should be good looking. So I'm going to reapply again the CSS that I just deleted. These are the codes that it will make the social button centered. Okay, so go ahead and save again and go back to our mobile Joomla site and then refresh, and then you scroll down, and there you go. It should be already good looking for you, right? So that's it. I hope you learned a lot today on how to apply CSS to your mobile Joomla site, and see you on the next part. Bye bye.